hive cluster is under attack.
Live for the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Knockout, it's going to be Scan, it is Shine, it is one heck of a TVZ sent to me by RJB, bottom left. It is Scan, we like Scan a lot, very nice guy. He coaches Artosis sometimes, not sure if that's still going on. Haven't been to an Artosis stream in a while. Last time I was there, some weird GIF kept that people kept putting up on the screen, kind of blocked all the StarCraft action, so you know. And on the bottom right, we have Shine. Shine is good at early cheeses, mid-game cheeses, but he's not great at late game. So we'll see if he can handle Scan here today. This is a macro game, or maybe it's a sneaky twofer. You don't know. I put those in every once in a while, don't I? So TVZ here on Knockout. Why do we like Knockout? Because this weird little divot here, this little speed dip. That's what they call them in my country, in my part of the country anyway, is a speed dip. What do they call them in yours, right? On a road, traffic calming measures. So it's a dip, so you can't just like fly through a neighborhood at like 100 miles an hour or 200 kilometers an hour. Is that fast? I think that's fast. Anyhow, hope you guys are having a fantastic time. This will be a Patreon cast. For those of you who are supporting me on patreon.com/Falcon Paladin for at least $1 a month, the lowest tier, man, that's tier 1. It is nothing. It is $1 a month. It is 60 cents a month. Thanks for supporting me out there if you are. If you're supporting me here on YouTube as a channel member on a monthly basis, that's awesome too. So if you're watching this the week of May the 28th, 2026, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for supporting me on a monthly basis. If you're watching this later than that, click that like button and tap it and hype and subscribe if you haven't. Hatch first here from Shine. We've got a barracks walling off with a supply depot from Scan. Overlord scouting the wrong way. That is correct. You are going the wrong way, Terry. But again, not your fault. You're being controlled by the Overmind or by Kerrigan or, I don't know, a queen or something. Like, I don't know how it worked after the Overmind was killed. Did Kerrigan take over every single swarm at some point? Or are there still rogue swarms roaming about, right? Maybe Shine's part of a rogue swarm. That would be cool. Ooh, a story about a rogue Zerg swarm just kind of doing chaotic stuff all over the galaxy. That would be an interesting StarCraft story for sure. So, drone scouting out the right direction. He is making up for Terry here being sent off on the wrong direction. And there's a Marine to go ahead and shoo the drone away. Can this drone get inside the main base? I think he can. I think there's a gap for the drone to get through here. And there it is at the bottom. No, but no, he didn't think he could get through there without dying anyway. So, Rax expand timing from Scan. We've got the hatch done. We've got pool. We've got gas. We've got gas on the way. We've got what looks like a 2-hatch muta play here, opening at least from Shine. And out here we have a gas timing that is not a mech timing, but could be a 2-port Wraith, could be a factory back into SK Terran. Again, the TVZ meta is in such flux these days, man. It even confuses Tastosis sometimes. I've been watching the ASL. By this point, ASL is over. You know who wins, Soma or Flash. I'm going to watch it live. You should have watched it live if you hadn't. And I'm very excited and very hyped for that matchup. ASL 22 as well. I wonder if that's going to show up. So there's the lair timing. There is the SCV finally seeing what is going on the Zerg base. Scouting the wrong direction is Steve the SCV. Merch available at falconpaladin.store with Steve's face on it. Also, we have a lot of other stuff. We got Zealot, Robert. We've got Reavers. And obviously, we got Terry. He's out there too. So, we're going to go for a 3-hatch muta play. We're actually going to mine out both of these mineral fields for easier attack up this ramp, I guess. Interesting decision there for Steve the SCV. And he gonna die. That's certainly the case. Lings don't have speed yet, but that's okay. They're a little bit faster than SCVs, even with juking. And bam, done. He sees the Spire, though. Spire timing, 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Because of the 3rd hatch, right? If it was only a 2-hatch muta, then the Spire would show up at sub 4 minutes, which is super duper fast. But yeah, 2nd racks, engineering bay, +1. We got an academy coming in here too with stim, with the range. When are we going to see Firebats in this TVZ? We need to see Firebats early, middle, and late game, in my opinion. They are so good against every single thing. Well, not ultras and not mutas, but against those lings, man. Lings are the backbone of the army, early game, mid game, and late game. For a Zerg player like Shine, for all Zerg players, Firebats are good against them. We've got stim, right? Stim is good, huh? Huh? We've got medics to heal up. What's not to like about fire bats with medic support? So we'll see when the fire bats show up. Again, I want to see them early, right? You can move out with Marines and medics. And then just have a couple fire bats in the wall and woo! Link counterattacks, not possible anymore. Incredible stuff. We've seen that, but not all the Terran players do it. Spire finishing up. We've got about 600 gas now, so 6 mutas, and we'll see if there's a +1 attack coming when that Spire finishes, signaling a heavy investment in mutas. Got 6 mutas on the way. We've got 100 gas, and there's a +1. Oh, another Mutalisk. Okay. No upgrades yet. We're going to save up gas. We're going to see. And again, the speed of it just means to get out of your main base, especially against ranged targets, you have to get into low ground for a tiny little bit here. Just in low ground, you're shooting up, you're trying to kill stuff, you have mischance, it's not a fun time. Floating the racks into the main base here, getting a missile turret to handle the Mutalisks that are now on the way, as because Scan knows the timings of muta attacks with a 2-hatch muta, a 3-hatch muta. So, turrets on the way. Range finishing up. And that's it. Just mutas +1 attack. Now, +1 ground carapace. In production too. Hold on a second. This could be some crazy Zerg. We'll keep an eye on how many Sunkens there will be. Snipe. Snipe. Snipety snipe. Snipe it again. Snipe it again. SCVs going down. 27 SCVs. Can we kill the Academy? We can't stop any upgrades, though. Any upgrades that matter, right? Stim and range are already done, but we can prevent more comsats from building if we take down the Academy, but it's not a priority target. Fire bats. Back home. No. All right. We got a lot of Marines, though. Marines stimming in. Oh, 3 Sunkens. Not quite done yet. No, Shine. Your timings. Sunken 1, 2, 3 done at the same time. Incredible stuff. We have Lings and Mutos to defend now. Is that going to be enough? The answer is holy smokes, yes. Wow. Sniping down those Sunkens. I thought Shine was in so much trouble, but nope. Lings and Mutas there to save the day. Wow, investing in Sunkens did not pay off, dude. But I guess if the Sunkens weren't here, they'd be getting in here killing drones instead. So I guess they did what they needed to do. But yeah, make your Sunkens a little bit earlier, Shine. Just a tiny bit earlier, Shine. So, making a Queen's Nest at the front on 2 bases. Whew, I like that Scan's name of this game is Terran Fan. That's so adorable. That's so just, it's just real, right? Yeah, Scan's a Terran fan. It's like a name that you would say when you're 12 years old playing StarCraft. Is what's your name? The game asks you, and you're like, oh, well, I mean, I bought the box with Terran on it. I guess I like Terrans. Terran Fan, 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Guess what my name was when I was asked that question in StarCraft? Third base coming up on the top right side. Second gas coming in. We are scanning. We're checking. We're seeing a Queen's Nest. Yes, we see the Queen's Nest. Another push here. Again, Marines. No fun. Dude, there's no Sunkens here this time at all. Again, Queen's Nest can die because the Hive's on the way. Wait. The Hive's not on the... Okay, dude, Shine is just obliterating these attacks. That Carapace upgrade is huge. Oh, it's not done yet. Never mind. I thought it was. Excellent. So yeah, we need the Queen's Nest because we haven't started the Hive yet. Okay, so now we started the Hive. Now the Queen's Nest can die. That's why it's in this location, is to provide a buffer, because it can die, because nobody cares if it goes down. If it was back and we needed Queens, we would not put it there. More and more racks. Double starport. Yes, SCV snipe. 38 SCVs to 29 drones. What a scraptastic game this has been so far. And honestly, Shine's ahead here. Every single time you show up with the Terran army and try to kill a Zerg player and don't kill a base or any drones and your attack gets wiped out, you're losing. You're losing the game. You can win the game if you do attacks that actually kill some drones, actually kill a hatchery, but if you're not doing that, you're in trouble. The trades have not been good for Scan thus far. He is scanning a lot. Again, his name is Scan. So he knows what's up. You see drones moving out, and he's like, all right, there's got to be a third base somewhere. I do now know about the Hive timing. Just about done. I'm going to say Adrenal's the first upgrade coming in on that Hive. Got a third gas from Shine. Floating the factory. Muta's parking. Sharkin. +1 attack on those boys. And that Carapace upgrade is now done. It is. It's finally done, but these Lings are not being involved in engagements anymore. They will later, don't worry about it. It is Adrenal. It is an Ultralisk Cavern. So yeah, that Carapace upgrade usually indicates we're going to make Ultras. I guess it's crazy Zerg, but without really the requisite number of Sunken to stay alive long enough. We're skipping Hydra Den. We are going into Ultralisks as fast as Zergly possible with the Mutalisks to control the map. This guy is a little bit dancy. If you don't have the Mutas, and all you try to do is sit back at home with a bunch of Lings and maybe some Sunkens and then try to get into Ultralisks, it's not going to work out for you. You got to make the Mutas. You just have to. You got to keep the Terran at home. You got to deal with any attacks that show up. And then you can go into the Hive and into the Ultralisks. Try to get those upgrades going. Marines, ba-bam. 1-1. Awesome. They're working on +2 attack. Irradiate's on the way. Why? Because Irradiate's good against everything Zerg does. Everything. It's good against the Ultras. It's good against Mutas, Lurkers, Defilers. Scourge. We see Irradiate used against Scourge, right? Irradiate, great spell. So good. Ooh, got a front turret down there. Supply blocking a little bit. No, another one finished up. Not a big deal. Chitinous plating is on the way. Scourge happening to deal with the aforementioned Science Vessels and the Irradiate. D-Matrix, also an upgrade you can, also a spell you can do here on the Marines. So, you know, not bad. Little D-Matrix attack into a third base is pretty fantastic. Mutas aren't even particularly Muta stacking very well there. There you go. You're supposed to come in, hit, fall back. Come in, hit, fall back. Don't just kind of park on top of the Marines. That's how you die. Unless you have so many Mutas, it doesn't really matter. So, no Fire Bats. I was like, you know what we really could use here is Fire Bats. I mean, but if your enemy's going crazy Ultra, I'm not sure the Fire Bats are going to be as much of an answer as you want them to be against everything else. They're pretty good against Lurkers inside Dark Swarm. They're not good against Ultras in any situation at all. But we're going to make Lings, right? Crazy Ultra is not nothing but Ultras. Crazy Ultra is a ton of Ultras and a ton of Lings. So the Fire Bats are going to be nice. Irradiate, split. Wow, double Irradiate, brutality. Ugh. Mutaflock, knocked down to 3, very injured. Overlord snipe, supply blocked. No. Close, sort of. 18 available supply. Okay, Chitinous plating is done. Where are my Ultras? They should have been produced. Look at that sunken count. Heck yeah. Here they are. So they've got the 5 armor. The Marines have the +1 attack. They're working on +2. It's not quite there yet. They're not going to win a battle against Ultras right here. They need +2. They need +3. The damage output here by the Marines is just not good enough, right? They've got, here it is, 7. The Ultras have 5 armor. You're doing 2 damage per shot against the Ultras. 2! And I know with Stim, yes, absolutely, that adds up. That's a lot of attacks very quickly. But every time you attack, that armor is being taken into account, and that's why armored stuff is the best against Marines and Zerglings, everything that has a fast, small attack. I mean, these Ultras, I don't know if they want to engage with this much Marine. 138 to 97 supply. The production here from Scan has been through the roof. Again, the first couple attacks got wiped out, but I'm not sure it really has bothered him that much. How big he is here at 13 minutes. Doesn't have a third base. Muta's trying to take out Science Vessels. The first Irradiates. We're on Mutas, not on Ultras, but we will see them on the Ultras eventually here. So, we're trying to, like, trap these dudes, I think. Scourge, no, but sharking around a little bit. Lings rolling in. No, just kidding. Checking bases for Zergs. No. D-Matrix. I said it the D-Matrix earlier, right? Coming up the backside. Look at the holy D-Matrix attack, Batman. That's like 5 D-Matrix Marines against a bunch of Ultras with the 5 armor. The Marines are firing away. They got that +2 now. Ultras are taking hits. There's no Irradiate. Science Vessel's getting clobbered on the backside. There's 1 Science Vessel remaining. The Ultra count is just not hefty enough. Gotta fight with those Sunkens a little bit better. Is this going to be a hold from Shine? It looks like it might be. These Ultras are getting obliterated. A fully healthy Ultra comes in. More fully healthy Ultralisks are coming in here now too, and that is a hold from Shine. Holy hold, Batman. Yeah, you need to attack medics directly here. The Ultras will do fine in that situation. Another huge group of Marines is coming across the map. D-Matrix Marine is like, get me out of here. I've got 3 kills, but I'm not happy about the way things are going. Here come more Marines. There's that stim sound. Oh, you want to be on the high ground if you can, so that mischance is big, but he just falls back to the extra high ground here inside the third base. A scrappy hold on display for Terran players. They're like, oh man, we could have gotten in there. We could have done it. Maybe a little bit better targeting from Scan would have been nice. But yeah, look at this Rex count. 2, 4, 6, 7 of them. He's finally getting a third CC at 14 minutes, but the Ling Ultras are out, sir. They've got the armor. They're working on that full armor. Cracklings also benefiting from the armor against the Marines at least a little bit. They're a tiny bit tankier against the Marines. I'm talking, you know, not bragging. Oh, double irradiate on double Ultralisk. Marines kiting back, falling back. Irradiated Ultras are doing that bonus biological damage splash to the Marines, but they're only attacking one of the Marines. It's actually not that bad. Excellent. So, 3 bases to 2 bases at 15 minutes. That's how scrappy this has been. It's been a 2-base attempt to kill the crazy Zerg player, but no, Shines refused to die. The sunken count tells us everything we have to know about what's happening here. These sunkens as well. And look at these Lings, man. 2-1 upgrades. Fantastic. Ultras almost with that full carapace with the chitinous plating. So gosh darn strong against the Marines. Come on, finish up. Finish up. Shine's like, where is my ground carapace upgrade? There it is. Bam. 6 armor against Marines, doing 8 damage. Again, 2 damage per shot. Getting that +3 gets you to 3 damage per shot. That's all you can ask for against the Ultras, and it helps. It helps a lot if every Marine is doing an extra point of damage. That's all that matters. Third base, bunkered up. You know what's really bad against... Well, bunkers are really bad against Defilers, which, hey, look. Defiler round exists. I don't know that we've seen... There you go. Consume getting started. I was going to say, I don't think we've seen an upgrade come through that production tab yet. So, yeah, I don't know about bunkers here. Because you Dark Swarm this thing, and it's Marines inside the bunkers, and then 2 Ultras show up, and everything dies. You can't even handle it at all. But so the play is, you don't let the Ultras get there. You don't let the Defilers get there if you can. It's like, oh, is that bunkers and Marines? Awesome. Ninja base top left for a 4th a little bit. Taking top right corner and top left corner and expanding to this natural by Shine is gutsy. I don't know if that's what he wants to do here. Let's see what we get anyway. Again, Patreon cast, patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. He's triple expanding, you madman! 12 o'clock. Bottom, top right natural. Top left spawn. Lings and Ultras come down and say, hey, don't come up here. I mean, I guess he's just hedging his bets, right? Because if he loses this base, then fine. He's got the 12 o'clock. He's got this one down here. He's okay. Look, they're like, wait, I thought I scanned. I thought there was a base up here. Where'd the drone go? They're looking for the drone. They're not finding the drone. He's not hiding behind the production tab at all, actually. Plague's on the way. Consume is done. I think a free run at this. 1 Dark Swarm. Bah! Right here, that base dies. Which is why there is a science facility and a floating engineering base scouting for that very reason. He sees the hatch here and says, nothing defending that either. Shine. Why are you triple expanding if you're not making even a token effort to save either of these bases? Another cancel. That time the drone dies immediately. I think this drone got found and murdered. It sure did. Lings are here to avenge the one drone that you killed, Mr. Jim Raynor, sir, with +3/+2 upgrades against Lings that have 3/2 themselves. But yeah, Ultra's looking great. They're getting that full upgrade experience with the +3 attack. I like the supply depot setup here. It's kind of nice. It's like a tower defense. Like there's your lane for the enemies to go through. So Shine's like, darn. Try triple expanding. I got 1 base out of it. That's not bad. 33% success rate. Could be worse. Ultra's getting irradiated early and often because that's what they gotta do. Metasynaptic node is coming in. Holy mass D-Matrix again. Dude, it is so many D-Matrix Marines. I've never seen this many D-Matrix Marines in my entire life. Never once. But there's the Dark Swarm. And there's the Plague. And this is where this is ill-fated now. But, I mean, you can kill the sun. If the Ultras want to come outside of the Dark Swarm, by all means, they will die. They are eating Plague Marines, though. Popping them another Plague. Not even inside the Dark Swarm. The Ultras are so confident right now. They just say, what if we just killed all of you? D-Matrix guys are like, hey, can't plague us. We're the gingerbread men. I was just going to say, you really don't want to irradiate because the Plague Marines are going to get mowed down like blades of grass against a lawnmower. Oh, where is it? Actually, no. Irradiated Ultra did not do as much as you wanted. Science Vessel's getting sniped. Look at the Irradiated Ultras over here. Look at the 5 Science Vessels. There's enough energy for another Irradiate. This guy comes in, dies immediately. All right, Scan. We're starting to handle these guys with what? The power of Irradiate. Boxer maneuvering? Of course we are. Run, drones! Brah, 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 brah. No Nidus in this base? Yes, there is. Scourge killing. Oh, every Science Vessel dies for that maneuver. Wow. Ooh, good comeback there from Shine. He lost a few drones, but he killed 6 Science Vessels. I think that's a fair trade. Ultra's trying to come onto this base with no Defiler support. Dude, 1 Dark Swarm on this base, and it's dead. You know that. There's nothing over here. Again, the high ground vision is helping a lot. Shine would say, who needs Dark Swarm, Falcon? I got this figured out. It's all good right here, right now. I don't know. Not sure about Scan right here. Not sure about Shiny trying to attack these bases without the support of the Cloud, but yeah, no, definitely not. This base lands because Ling Ultra can't actually take down this base because of the flying capabilities of command centers. Incredible game that I had on this channel between, good golly, was it Royal? Who was the Zerg player? Maybe Larva or somebody, where it was an insane TVZ. This base got attacked like 15,000 times, but it never died because it was Ling Ultra the whole time. Huge Plague on these Science Vessels, by the by. Once again, you can't kill anything with Plague. Except buildings, I guess, but Science Vessels will never die to Plague. It's just that one Mutalisk you gotta worry about. The one that she tells you not to worry about. Once again, sending League Ultra down to this OA, not bringing a Defiler with you. Here we go. Okay, can these Defilers actually go somewhere? Nope, they're gonna park out front. I'm just saying, a Dark Swarm here would kill this whole thing. Well, force a liftoff anyway. Another Plague. Is every Science Vessel plagued? Yeah, everyone. Uh-oh, Muta coming in. Trying to dodge the Marines, can't do it. Good Science Vessel plays. Oof. Good jukes there, because these guys are mostly dead. New Science Vessel's like, what's up, friends? Oh, what happened to you all? There was a Defiler. Don't worry about it. I don't want to tell you the story. This Ultra's dead. Fully upgraded Ultra, by himself, not so good. Zerg's all about swarming. Zerg's all about having multiple everythings. And yeah, actually got a Dark Swarm up here. Didn't kill it. Oh gosh, the Muta gets... Okay. Alright. That attack actually came out. That Glaive Worm came out of the Muta as it was dying, and it killed Science Vessels as the Muta was already dead. That does not happen very often. Scan does not believe in Fire Bats today at all, and it's kind of working out for him. 12 o'clock base is going to die again. Gosh darn it, Shine. I don't know. Maybe have adequate defense at this base. It's 140 to 76 supply. Scan is in full control here. Radiating double Ultralisk, or double Mutalisk. All right, base count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Expanded top left. Successfully expanded top left this time. I don't know if Scan knows about it. He does. He scans it. All right. He's Scan. Of course he's gonna scan. That's what the man does, is scan, scan, scan. You could write a Dr. Seuss book about Scan and his scans. You could drive Scan with Scan 47 times. So he sees this space and says, maybe the Zerg player is not on as much of the back foot as I thought after killing so many of his hatcheries and getting cancels because I'm such a handsome Terran player, Scan is. So we're killing this hatch too. Again, that's gotta help the ego. Like, he did get 1 Dark Swarm on this base, but everything that came in there died from irradiation, so that's the trick, right? Hey, get 1 Dark Swarm across the map, the Terran dies, unless there are Science Vessels in the neighborhood, in which case they don't die. Is he trying to retake the 12 o'clock again? This Ultra is scouting it out. These Marines casually 3-3 in it, as they are wont to do. But yeah, huge groups of Marines against Ultras. Just kind of... They don't melt them, but by golly, with enough sustained fire... Oh, that Scourge Irradiate is so sick. Oh, got a Plague for it. That was a bit of a bait situation. Scourge, ba-bam, Science Vessel down. Scourge, no, good control by Shine. That is good. Lower level Zerg players will just let those Scourge go in there and die, but hang on. Pretty good. Several Science Vessels died. Nice Dark Swarm again. Scan doing an excellent job getting outside of the orange cloud. And then standing outside and firing on the stuff that's inside just, you know, to mock it. Is there an Ultralisk? Yeah. It looked like a Hydralisk for a minute, but then I was like, no, that's definitely an Ultra. We're not going Hydra meta. All the gas is going into Ultralisks today, everyone. In case you hadn't realized it by now. Yeah, he's going to get 8 kills, but does that pay for himself? 8 Marine does for the gas required for an Ultralisk and the minerals required for an Ultralisk. No. Man, the Irradiates. Staying inside the Dark Swarm while you've been plagued, or really been irradiated, and not that good. Same thing if you've actually been plagued, which all of these Science Vessels have. The movement here by Scan is excellent. Like, the Science Vessels always moving, always dodging, holding still for Scourge to come find them is not exactly their idea of a good time. Again, killing this bait. All right, Shine's in trouble now. At 26 minutes, what's he supposed to do? Can't Dark Swarm it. Hang on. Oh, okay. Nope. Hang on. Very close, but with some good micro, maybe. I mean, 24 hit points left on that Ultralisk. Marine doing, once again, 9 damage, -6, 3 damage per shot. How many times? This is my favorite part of the Terran soundtrack right here. It just takes me back to that first day I ever played StarCraft, and I'm playing the Terran campaign, and this song is playing, and I'm just like, this is the greatest game I've ever seen in my entire life. My head is exploding right now. It just felt space age. It felt right. It looked amazing. The graphics were incredible. Just everything about it, man. This is why I'm still casting StarCraft today. This is why. Because of that first moment playing this game. And every moment afterwards. It just gets me. Expanding top left. This base is alive because one Ultralisk is able to take down like 5 or 6 Marines. We've established that. Hey, we made some Hydras. Are we tech switching into Hydra meta at 27 minutes? I guess. He's like, I'm tired of my troops not being able to shoot up and threaten these science vessels and not being able to kill things like your science facility. Ooh, gotta make another one of those to make more science vessels. That's kind of a huge deal for Scan. Shine is down like 70 supply, but also all these science vessels just got murdered. Hold on. Hold your horses. Double expanding? No, but expanding top left. Look at this Hydra tech switch. He's got, I mean, Carapace upgrades on them, sure. It's getting the range upgrade and a missile attack upgrade here actually now. Oh yeah, there's the range. These guys didn't look like they had a range, but that's because they were too close to the engineering bay anyway. Oh, 12 o'clock base pops. Pops like the balloon that it is. Not enough defending it at all. Come on, Shine. This has been a bloodbath of a TVZ. One of the more bloody TVZs we've seen in a while. Haven't seen one of these, 30-minute TVZ. Knock them down, drag them out. Oh, taking this base, are we? Are we going to share the top left? No. That doesn't make any sense. Look at these SCVs. Just don't look at them, boss. Canceled. He's like, wait a second. Is there a Terran up there? Ah! Dude, scans up 80 supply. 192 to 113. Come on. Come on. You should win this thing. But, I mean, a Hydra meta on the tech switch when there aren't any tanks out is kind of insane. Kind of an amazing play from Shine. 6 o'clock base coming in. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sneaky hatch in this base. I didn't even see that. Sneaky hatch, sneaky Nidus. Is Shine going to obliterate this top left-hand corner with a sneaky Nidus play? Heck yes, he is. Hiders inside the Dark Swarm are the answer to SK Terran if there aren't any Firebats and if there aren't any tanks. And Scan is stubbornly trying to continue to produce Marines. That was a bit of a plague on that whiff, and a whiff on that plague, if you will. But yeah, the Hydras inside the Dark Swarm are not touched at all, and they can sit inside it and still shoot you. That's the difference between them and the Ultras and the Lings. It's why Hydra meta started making such a push in the TVZ meta 18 months ago, is because of this very thing we're seeing here. And Scan's not doing it. He's not building tanks. He's adding Firebats. Thank goodness for that. He recognizes this year is trying to get... Yeah, he's got some Marines out, but dude, this is a lot of Zerg actually, and these Marines cannot handle it. And the bunkers can't actually cover the command center because they're watching the ramp. Okay, Dark Swarm up in the bunker, gonna take it down. Okay, the Hydras outside of the Dark Swarm are still gonna die. A plague on Science Vessels and a plague on the bunker. Fully evacuating. The Nidus represents infinite reinforcements. Another beautiful Dark Swarm by Shine. Shine says we'll swarm here, we'll swarm here. We've got lurkers now. I bet you didn't expect that. Didn't expect that to happen. What is this base? Well, it's not here anymore. Might as well not pay any attention to it at all. Yeah, man. Bunker's got 4 Marines in it. There's a Firebat. He got 1 head off before he died. That's not what you went to Firebat school for. He's trying to come back? That's... No, not... Wait, Hydra inside Dark Swarm. Fight the Marines. Don't let the Marines get inside the Dark Swarm. Where are my Lings? There they are. Lings inside Dark Swarm. Let's go. I was going to say, no Dark Swarm here is consuming Hydras to get a Dark Swarm off there. Irradiate is good. Ultra just needs to get a few more hits off on these Marines. No, there's still 2 Marines here. Everybody's dead. What an insane attack. What an insane defense. Well, he had to lift and land down here. Top left base, problematic. Nidus, not... Oh my gosh, that came out irradiated? Not even sure how that happened. Alright, so it does take it out. Okay, now the concerted attack at the 9 o'clock here is going to get it done against Scan. It's only a 50 supply advantage for Scan now. Hold your horses. Irradiates on individual Hydras is, you know... Oh, he's got the burrow. Okay, so he's burrowing effectively now. That command center's in trouble. This, I mean, nobody's maxed out. This base, I'm not sure that Shine knows about it. He's really running out of steam, though. He does not have a ton of cash, especially gas, whereas there's 2,000 minerals on the bank for Scan. And what does he need? Marines. Look at him getting inside the Dark Swarm to attack the Hydras inside the Dark Swarm. Yeah, no one's doing any damage here, guys, unless you run away, in which case we'll hit you on the way out. Thank you very much. This base is extremely vulnerable. Sending like a couple units over here would kill every one of those SCVs. Would kind of be a big deal. Yeah, Scan is trying to do this without making tanks, but at least he's got Firebats. I guess he's not in a position to really make a ton of siege tanks. Oh, Science Vessel 1, 2. Nice targeting by Shine. Your enemies do not want to target those Science Vessels. They're not priority targets here for these Hydras. You have to tell them to do that if they're the Marines shooting them in the face. But, dude, how many Science Vessels died in this game? Like 26? I'm making a random estimate here. It feels like it's 26. That's a lot. Top left base up, though. This base running. It's been repaired. This base, too. Zerg just running out of steam. Hardcore, especially gas. This base will have gas if he can hold on to it. He hasn't really been able to today. More Science Vessels getting sniped out again. And the Lurker Hydra stuff in the Dark Swarm against the Hydras, against the Marines, really hurts them a lot. This high ground, hide us. Hide us. Okay, Lurker plagued again. Holy haralabob. Nice irradiate again. I'm epic tagging this thing. This is an insanely good game. Look at this. Look at this. Scan's only up about 5 supply now. It was an 80 supply advantage, but I think him not getting to tanks was a massive mistake. Oh, Scan, buddy. This is why we don't see Scan in the semifinals of ASLs, I think, is mistakes like this. Dude, Medic's getting wiped out. Science Vessel's dying like crazy. Half these guys are plagued. Half of them are not. Right-clicking on the command center. The repair is not enough. He should have lifted, and he does, but dies anyway. It's too late because of the fire. Science Vessel's getting picked off, too. This game is bananas. I cannot believe how good this thing is. 130 to 98 supply. Somehow Shine is up. The Hydra attack switch has won the game for him. Is it over? I don't know, but going up to the top left to kill it. There's one base mining down here from Scan. Can he roll with that? Probably. For how long? I don't know. Not too long. It's fairly new, but it's not incredible anymore. And that's it, man. Wow. Scan taps out. I swear it was like an 80 supply advantage 3 minutes ago in this game, and then suddenly the Hydras and the Lurkers and the Dark Swarm and the Plague picking off those Science Vessels, taking down bases, standing inside the Dark Swarm, doing what Ultras cannot do. This is the picture book example. Oh, there's an attack down here too, that's why. But this is the picture book example of why the Hydra meta is so popular in TVZ these days and why the tanks are the answer to the Hydra meta that is so popular these days in the TVZ. This is why. Did they actually get up to... Yeah, he got all the way up to 3 upgrade on that Needle Spine. Dude, Shine messes up a lot, dude, but he is a great player nevertheless. Look at him. Look at him going crazy Ultra at like 12 minutes and then tech switching into Hydras at the 30, 25, 20-minute mark and making it work. Absolutely crazy display from him. I cannot believe he won that game. I was like, well... Just got to watch Scan casually, continue to make a ton of Marines. The Ultras are going to die at an alarming rate. The Lings aren't going to do very much there either. These bases exist, and then suddenly these bases didn't exist. And then suddenly this base is up, and this base is under attack. And Science Vessels are dying. Again, like 30 Science Vessels died in this game, I swear. Probably 30 Defilers, too, let's be real. Spellcasters in StarCraft don't tend to live long and fruitful lives. But yeah, Defilers dying all over the place. The Irradiates, the Snipes, all of it very good. But Scan, just no tanks against Hydras. Hard. It's difficult to do. Wow. What a match. 283,000 points to 272,000 points in favor of the Zerg. Shine, he outproduced the Terran. He got outkilled by the Terran, but not by that much. Structures raised 18 to 12, and the resource outspend here by Shine. About 21,000 in 36 minutes. Not bad. Not bad at all. Hoorah! What a Patreon game. I am, whew. Again, one of those games I feel like I need a cigarette. I don't smoke. I've never smoked, but I need something. I'm going to figure that out later. But for now, that's going to be it for me today. This has been the Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered, a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hype the video if you haven't. You can find me here 5-6 times a week with StarCraft live streams and shorts and these long-form videos as well. Go ahead, check me out on other places on social media like Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, and Reddit, even reddit.com/FalconPaladin. If you're a Redditor, check me out there too. So that's going to be it for me today, though. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching, and you take care of yourself.